Bennetta Koomson. Listen, we buy some food items and we eat them fresh or raw because that's how they are made to be, eating. So carrots and the lettuce and the tomatoes and the onions, we can take them raw. Some fruits are also eaten raw. Unfortunately, we also have to drink water because we cannot do without the intake of water. In some instances, in homes, in schools, they rely on, the taps that flow, the Ghana Water Company treated water. Are they safe? Because I hear of reverse osmosis that is not being used in the treatment of water. How safe are we even drinking these waters? What are the dangers?
Wow, this is a very sensitive area you have touched on. Yes, I mean, I have conducted studies with some of my students, and we've realized that there are, heavy metals in some of these food items that we consume. But, I mean, this is not to create any panic because we have remedies available. So, yes, you mentioned Ghana water and all of that, but you realize that a lot of us in Kumasi and its environs are not fully depending on water from the Ghana water system, right? Some of us are using dug-up wells and all of that. So I think we have to look at the issue 360, okay? So, yes, Ghana water currently may not have a good reverse osmosis system. Well, you don't need that system to be able to have potable water to drink. For instance, I have been able to produce iron oxides from Cupola fennislax, which is able to remove arsenic, lead. It's proven 98% sure from some of these sources, only that we are at the prototype stage. And so there is hope. There is hope. Let us not cause panic and all of that.
But doctor, this you say there is hope. Honestly, unfortunately, I don't see the hope. Forgive me. But even with the filter that you talk about and you say you are at the prototype stage, when will it be ready?
Yes, thank you very much. So we are still working on it, and hopefully by early next year, I think that would be out. But also, we have to be sure. The issue about heavy metal pollution is that the water could be very clear. I mean, you wouldn't find it being turbid at all, and still you would have heavy metals there. And so currently, with the system that the Ghana Water is using, they use a lot of calcium oxide, for instance, for disinfection. And calcium is highly reactive and is able to remove arsenic, for instance. So in that area, they're actually doing something that supports our livelihood and our health. So I wouldn't go ahead to say, okay, they are not doing so well or anything. We just have the ability to improve and also to talk to our brothers and sisters who are actively engaged in the Galamsey activity. It's a good thing. That is where they thrive. I mean, that is where they gain their livelihood from. So we may have to organize it properly and then see how best we can treat the waste that is coming from there, like it is done in the mines, right?
But Doc, again, you mentioned, that even in most homes in Kumasi, many have dug, boreholes and, are using it for their day-to-day activity.